The Canadian dream is no longer what it used to be, and people were coming here looking for the Canadian dream because the American dream has not been there for years.
What is the Canadian dream and how attainable is it? According to a new Leger poll done exclusively for Omni News, for about 1 in 5, the Canadian dream means a stable and good quality of life, personal freedom, or career opportunities. But it finds an affordability crisis is putting the Canadian dream at risk for immigrants. Those who have settled in Quebec appearing to feel happier with their move to Canada compared to those in the rest of the country.
I think the opportunities that we're giving to people that have been there for 20 plus years, they still have the same idea of how they were welcome, and this is a good place to be. But in the past, I would say 5 years, that has changed, and people are just struggling.
The online poll surveyed over 1,500 immigrants coast to coast from October 15th to 25th, with just over half having been in Canada for over 20 years. Like Frantz André, an immigrant from Haiti who has helped thousands of people giving advice on the immigration process.
When we first came to Canada, we were 6 people in a studio in the early stage, to eventually get apartment, and we after that moved with 2 other families in a bigger apartment. However, now it's very difficult to find an apartment, and sometimes, yes, you have to move in with someone that you just met.
The poll also finds the majority agree that the cost of living crisis has made settling in Canada more difficult. 2 in 5 respondents say they struggle to make ends meet. Just under half think Canada has enough jobs to support the influx of immigrants. Only 20% of Quebecers polled feel Canada has enough housing to support the influx of immigrants.
You have to pay $600 just for a studio, or a family of 4 would get about $1,400 and have to pay $1,200 for an apartment. That is not what they would have expected.
58% feel the Canadian dream is further and further out of reach.
One example, a dramatic example we can talk about, is about Frantz André, who actually passed away on the border in December 2022, where he was trying to go back to the States because the Canadian dream was not what he expected.
In Montreal, Alyssia Rubertucci, City News.